What's up, Gator Nation? Happy pre-weekend. Today we're gonna cover what a huge weekend this is for Florida Gator football, and also a shocking update from former Gator and SEC Network analyst Chris Doering when he was on the Crane and Company podcast about DJ Lagway and why he didn't participate much during the summer, even though they were calling it a lower body injury and a shoulder injury, which he did have a shoulder injury, but this lower body injury, he finally gave some information on that aspect. And I'm going to go ahead and again leave you some highlights of three of the prospects that will be deciding this weekend, and where do we stand with one of the prospects that will be deciding tomorrow. As a friend of the channel and Sports Illustrated Gator writer Dylan Olive, which will be soon on the channel, wrote this article, and that's the first article I'm going to read to you guys about to see what's going on with him in terms of that. Then I'll read to you about the 4-star edge rusher KJ Ford and the latest on KJ Ford. This was written yesterday by a friend of the channel, Dylan Olive, and he'll be soon on the channel and more constantly on the channel. He, again, like I said, he works for Sports Illustrated. He graduated from University of Florida and now works for Sports Illustrated. Dylan Olive. Gators continue adding to the 2026 recruiting class. 3 prospects the Florida Gators are considered favorites or will announce their decisions this week. After landing 15 commits since the start of June, the Florida Gators look to finish off their huge recruiting week with multiple prospects announcing their decision in the next few days. The Gators continued their strong momentum on the trail on Monday, securing the commitment of in-state linebacker Malik Morris, their composite 12th ranked player at his position in the 2026 class. The Lakeland Bruiser picked up Florida over Miami and Texas A&M and Missouri and more. Now sitting with the 15th ranked class in the nation, according to 24/7 Sports, Florida looks ahead to 3 major announcements this week. The first being 4-star edge rusher Kevin KJ Ford on Friday, followed by 4-star linebacker DQ Forpa and 4-star tight end Henzy Kent on Saturday. The addition of all 3 could move the Gators class into a top 12 class. Ford is a composite top 15 edge and top 120 player in the country. Is choosing between Florida, Texas A&M, and Ohio State. He has received a prediction to land with the Gators, but Ohio State seems to be working hard to make up ground. Should he choose Florida, he would become the Gators' second edge rusher commit in the class, joining 5-star Jaraylin McCoy, and remains as one of the last targets on their board at the position after 4-star Jay Crew did not include Florida in his 3 finalists. For Forpa, Florida will contend with in-state rivals Miami and Florida State as well as Michigan. The composite top 15 linebacker visited Miami most recently, but had good things to say about Florida after his official visit at the end of May. It's pretty much neck and neck, but I like Florida the most, Forpa said after his visit. I just feel like at home. I feel comfortable. If the Gators were able to secure his commitment, they would finish the week adding 2 top 15 linebackers in the class, while still sticking around in the recruitment of the number 3 linebacker, Isaiah Williams, a former commit who flipped to Ole Miss. Lastly, blue chip tight end Henzy Kent decides between a number of schools, with Florida, Texas, Miami, Florida State seemingly all in the mix. The 310-pound prospect took visits to all 4 programs recently, stopping in Gainesville on May 30th, and has only visited one school, FSU, twice this year. Regardless, he has received multiple predictions in favor of the Gators. Though some see Kent as an offensive lineman at the next level, Florida has been recruiting him as a tight end, the second in their class alongside 3-star Kaku Amoa if he were to choose the Gators. With all 3 prospects ranked inside the top 50 nationally, Florida looks to continue the momentum of a huge June and a strong start to July, with this weekend possibly being another big one for the orange and blue. All right, there you see the article of our friend of the channel, Dylan Olive, and I agree with him. If we get all 3, which we're predicted to get all 3, but we're in dogfights, if we get all 3, we're gonna have a top 12 class, and this class can end up being, like I spoke earlier with on a deeper dive with Cam Parker earlier this week. We can end up having a top 5 class, ladies and gentlemen, because Billy Napier and his staff are red hot. Now I'm going to read to you about more about KJ Ford and what Dylan Olive had to say, that the buzz going around KJ Ford, and we are in a dogfight with a couple other schools. Give me a second.
Gators on the field, hear the crowd go wild. Defense locking in, no time for denial. College game day,
the latest buzz around 4-star edge rusher KJ Ford. Will Florida win out? This is also from our buddy and friend of the channel, Dylan Olive, which will be on the channel, and I plan to have him on the channel frequently, just like Cam Parker. Ahead of his scheduled commitment date, the Florida Gators seem to be in a good position for the Duncanville, Texas 4-star edge rusher Kevin KJ Ford. Ford announced he will commit on July 11th with Florida, Texas A&M, and Ohio State in his top 3. The composite top 15 edge and top 120 player in the country is coming off an official visit with Ohio State on June 20th, while he visited both other top options in the 2 weekends prior. Florida seems to be the leader of the blue chip prospect, with multiple predictions coming for the Gators. Recently from On3's Blake Alderman on Thursday. He has also quickly become a must-get target, with Florida's edge board becoming somewhat depleted after 5-star Trenton Henderson committed to LSU and 4-star Drake Crew dropping Florida from his top teams. They are in an okay spot for 24/7 Sports. Tyler Harden, I'm just trying to see everything. The Gators' chances seemingly got a boost recently as well, with Texas A&M taking their 4th edge rusher commitment in the class. 5-star Bryce Perry, right, while not guaranteeing their class, seems more than full, likely removing them from the competition. The other shooter, Ohio State, joined Ford's commitment relatively late, only offering the four-star in mid-March. Regardless, the Buckeyes' interest appears to be serious, while the team only has one committed edge currently, and Ford seemingly the last available on their board. OSU has increased its offer to Ford. That happened earlier this week. Ohio State writer Jeremy Birmingham reported July 3rd. Wow. July 3rd. We'll see if it's enough to overcome but you are prioritizing other people, including my teammates, ahead of me until 5 days ago feeling. After missing out on Henderson and seemingly cruel, Florida will likely be more aggressive to secure Ford's commitment as well. The Gators currently have just one edge rusher committed in 2026, five-star Jalen McCoy, while Ford and crew look to be their top targets, remaining uncommitted. While quickly approaching his announcement, Florida and Ohio State won't be the only programs making a strong final push either. It seems as of Thursday, on three reports that Alabama, a program that had a good momentum early on Ford's recruitment, could make a last-second effort for the Texas native. With the decision expected to come Friday, expect Ford's recruitment efforts for multiple schools to continue until the very end. Ford is one of four targets set to announce their commitment in the coming days, with four-star tight end Henzi Kent and four-star linebacker DQ Forpa and five-star tight end Caden Proth all making their decisions public on Saturday. Florida is considered the leaders for Kent and Forpa as well. So we're in a dogfight for KJ Ford, and hopefully Billy Napier and company could close this, and we can breathe a sigh of relief. If we get all three, it's going to be major. We'll be a top 12 class, and hopefully I can get our friend Dylan Olive soon on the show to speak, to talk some recruiting, and also to speak about other information, and have him a mainstay on the channel, because he seems like a very, very humble person, just like Mr. Cam Parker. And I like having two insiders from Gators SI that will be a major part of the channel. All right, guys, now we're going to go to what Chris Doring had to say about DJ Lagway's nagging injury. That now it was not only a shoulder, turned out to be a hernia in his lower part of the body towards the abdomen that he needed surgery for, and that's why he didn't get a lot of practice work during the summer and during the spring. During the spring camp before the Gator and Blue scrimmage. Let me find that video for you guys so you guys can listen to the audio. You will not be seeing the video, at least not right away, but it's only like a minute and 50 that I'm going to play, or a minute and 30. Here we go, guys.
In year two, when he was a Florida Gator, what are the expectations for DJ Lagway entering this year?
Yeah, I'll go back to your first question about his health. Holding him out during the spring was just precautionary. A lot of people talking about the shoulder. The reports that I heard that it was more of some sort of hernia type issue that dated back to his high school days that they were aware of, that they were trying to rest and not have too much strain on the shoulder by having him throw when his midsection wasn't right. It is frustrating, though. I mean, you may have gotten him healthy, but you lost a lot of practice time, a lot of time with new receivers. We'll go into talking about some of those weapons, but going out and getting J. Michael Sturdivant from UCLA, getting Dallas Wilson and Vernell Brown from the high school ranks, just continuing to create more continuity with your offense as a whole for any quarterback is important, but a freshman quarterback that, only played half the games last year, it definitely makes you a little nervous. Now, with that being said, I think people look at DJ Lagway and say, look how well he played last year with the hamstring injury and everything else. Imagine what he's going to be like if he's actually healthy and gets a full season under his belt. Keeping him upright is of utmost importance. I'm anxious to see him more involved in the run game, too, something he certainly has the ability to affect the defense with. The dude is massive. I mean, he's like 250 pounds. But I think you look at the offseason, it was focused on surrounding him with weapons. They did that.
All right, guys, there you have it from Chris Doering. I do agree with him, but they should have told us that from the very beginning, that the kid had an hernia from high school. I guess he, like always, Coach Billy Napier likes keeping things close to the best. Let me know what you think about 3 commitments we should hear from soon, and the commitment we should hear from tomorrow. Do you think we're going to end up with the edge rusher KJ Ford committing to the Gators tomorrow? Let me know your thoughts about the 3 commitments. I'm also going to put a video of the 3 prospects in the video and towards the end of the video. Let me know about KJ Ford, what you think about it, what you think about DQ Forpa, and what do you think about Andy Kent. Also, let me know what you think of the bombshell that Chris Doering just dropped about DJ Lagway previously having hernia issues since high school, and Billy Napier and company knew about it but didn't disclose anything about it till now. Let me know your thoughts down below, and like always, stay positive, stay on your grind, and go Gators.